Just wait and see if anybody joins. Would you be able to share it for me? Daisy Hucker's watching. Okay. Just wait to see if any more people join. And go from there.
There's 4 people now.
Oh, okay. Hello everyone. So I thought I'd go live and do my left hand. Done my right hand already. So one day I will show you how I do right left-handed, but it's a bit bodgy, so didn't film that one. So yeah, so I'm gonna do matching one. Okay, so but I've left one finger. I've left one finger ready to do, and I've prepped all the rest. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust my phone because it's not quite the right angle. That better? Okay, so I've got Daisy with me, so she can shout at me if I go out of shot. So I spray water onto my tissue to catch the dust, basically. I can't seem to work with dust extractor fans. I'm clumsy. I can't, the dust goes anywhere but the dust extractor. So, okay, and I'm going to be using this drill bit to debulk, really harsh one. And I'm going to use it on speed 15. Okay, make sure we're in shot. A nice, even stroke. Right, I'm going to warn you now, I'm shaking proper good and proper today, so body's a little out of sorts, so it makes me shake. So I apologise in advance for the shaking. So obviously on here I've got orange acrylic, but underneath is a layer of clear, which is what I always do. I know some people don't, but I do. So if my customer wants a complete change, can you see? Yeah. I just file down to the clear, so I'm not keep filing over the same part of nail all the time. Just find it's more friendly for the actual nail, the customer's nails. So with this one, I'm literally just debulking, okay? And as you can see, it does it pretty quick. I don't know where I got it from. I found it in a drawer. So I bought it from someone, but I don't know where. I can't remember where. Okay, so there's a little bit of orange left, but that's okay. I'll get that off with the other drill bit. Okay, so I'm just going to change to my sanding bit, which is about a 180. Okay, let me just get rid of the dust. Do I need to move the light? Is that better? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do the sanding bit on a much lower speed. I'm on a number 6. And basically I'm just smoothing over, blending it in, you know.
That's not in shot.
Oh, sorry. That's the trouble when I work on myself. I take it out of shot. How is everyone? Looking forward to hopefully opening up on the 12th.
They said, hi, I'm doing logbooks in the canteen, so I can watch.
Hi, that's my hubster. So I've got a little bit of lift in there, that's it. It's still in shot.
Just about.
What it is, when I do my own nails, I bring it up to my chest. I don't know if anybody else does that. Okay. So you can see, I'm just making sure it's all nice and thin, not lumpy bumpy. Got a little turn up at the end there, but that'll disappear. Making sure there's no lifting or anything. And I think that's about it.
Amy said, how are we doing?
Hi. Yeah, I'm shaking bad today. My body's not been very well, so it's complaining. So it shakes on me. But hey ho. Okay, so that's that bit done. Then I'm sort of... Oh, it's gone yellow. Oh, my brush has gone yellow. I wondered where the yellow came from. I'll have to use a different brush. Right, so now I've got this little bit, and basically I'm lifting up if there's any cuticle on the nail plate. And again, I do this on a slow speed, so I've got full control. And I do nice little circular motions. And as you can see, it's lifting up all that dead skin. Who's got this blooming wind? I'm surprised that we've all still got fences. You see? Can you see how it's lifted it all up out of the way? Okay. I'm going to change over to my little ball bit. Do you know what? I've touched something yellow. I've got yellow everywhere. Okay, and I'm just going to get my nippers and nip a little bit off first. Brush it so I can see. I've done with that brush. I always get quite chunky cuticles, and they do tear really easily, mine. I'm an ex-picker, so they're never quite right, my cuticles. And I tell my customers all to cuticle oil and that, and I just don't bother. I don't follow my own advice. So bad. Okay, so I'm going around with my little ball bit in nice circular motions again. Just picking up. And if I can't get it all off now, like there's a little bit there, I'm going to leave that till the end. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to make either yourself or your customers' nails sore. So, but I know my nail plate there is fully clean. Okay, so we'll give that a brush. Get rid of the cuticles for a minute. Fold my piece of towel over. And then I'm going to cleanse it. And the cleanser I've got at the moment is... nearly empty. It's an SBD cleanser. Use whatever cleanser you've got. Okay, then there's yellow coming out of everywhere. Do you know, I've got yellow from somewhere. I've touched something, I don't know what it is. Right, so then I dehydrate. And today I'm using MBE one. Normally I use an acid primer, but we'll try this one on me. Really oily nail beds. Am I not in shot?
I'm going to move it forward just a tad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so then what I do, I'm going to be using MBE. I've just got one of their trial kits, you see, so I'm giving it a whirl. And that's called Ice Diamond. So I'm just going to put my little bit of clear on. So when it comes to my monomer, I have 2 pots, one for colours and one for clear, because otherwise your clear is not going to be clear. Okay, and I'm literally just going to fill that bit in, nice and thin. So I've then got a new bit of base on the new bit of growth, basically. I could do with just a little bit there, so I'm just going to add a little bit more.
It's not in the shot again.
So is that better?
Yeah.
And then what I do, because you can see it's where it's grown, it's coming out of shape slightly. So I let that set, and then I'll give it a quick file in place. So today I'm using, so I'll go ahead and do the rest, and then I'll come back to that one when it's dried. So today I'm using some Moira coloured acrylics. I've got a CJP glitter yellow, and I've got some of my own glitters that I'm using, and I've got stickers from Nusha, and I'm also going to be using Plush Pink acrylic powder from MBE. Alright, so they're all the different things that I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to take my lids off.
Kotori said hiya.
Hi, how are you, darling? I can never get these lids off. There we go. Right, there's one. Two. I'm one of the world's clumsiest of people. So I think we'll do the glitter. Should we do the glitter one first? Get it out of the way. I've just got to move my glitter palette. There we go. Right, so the glitter one, and then I can put that powder away. I've got a habit of putting away as I work. So let's move those two over there for a second. Really dithery today, I'm so sorry. Oh. Daisy keeps telling me off, I'm out of shot. Better?
Just about, yeah.
I'm doing this finger.
Oh, yeah, you're in shot.
Okay, so I'm going to, so these have all been filled in with clear and filed and prepped already. I just saved one to show you. So I'm just going to put a bit of this on first. And I'm not going to worry about that bit of orange there, because I can take that out from underneath at the end. Right, so I'm only putting this on really thinly. Oh, sorry, I didn't put my phone on silent. I got a whistle for notification. Okay, so I've got that on. So I put it on quite sparsely. I'm just going to ask Daisy to put the lid back on for me. And then I used, if I show you, I used a bit of this one to fill in some gaps, and then I put a bit of this one over the top. Okay, so clear, where did I put my clear? Yep. So I dip my brush in my clear, just a tiny bit, so I've got just a little bit, and I'm going to dip in that fine yellow, and I'm just going to dot it about. Okay. Just little bits at a time, so then you won't build up bulk. What?
Amy said, I'm downstairs eating my lunch and your phone whistled. My mum went, was that Mel's phone?
Yeah, it was my phone. See, so I'm just covering in some spaces. No real pattern. I think sometimes random can be just as good. I just need a little bit down there. I keep moving my hand back, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be saying that all live, sorry. Dog's having a go at the other dog. No one behaves themselves when I go on live, it's terrible. Okay, so then I'm going to get my, keep going in the wrong one, my chunkier iridescent one, dipped in acrylic first, and I'm literally just going to drag it over. Remembering to keep my work thin, obviously, because we don't want big thick chunky nails. And when you're layering, it is so easy. Sorry, I really should turn my phone on silent. When you're working with layers of stuff, it's really easy to end up with too much product, and then you try and file it away, and then you file your product away. So the knackers works very thinly, because this part of the design is not this structure, it's just purely design. Just put a bit more. Okay. Okay, so that's that one done, I think. Might put just a little bit more on the end there. Okay, right. I'm just going to put my glitters away. I have to do that because I knot everything. Right, so I'm only using this one once. They've got bits in it. Why has it got bits in it?
I don't know.
Oh. Okay, so I'm going to do an ombre, and I'm going to do that on this finger. Okay, so this one's a darker yellow. And again, just work thinly. You don't want to work too thick. So then what I do is I rinse my brush in my monomer, and then I just feather it back a bit, so we don't get a harsh line. You see? So it needs another bit. So I always work in thin layers and add and build up, because it's easier to build up than take away. It's just something that I've learned, and I've stuck with it. A bit. Those bits. So anyone that knows me knows that yellow is my favourite colour. My favourite colour of all time. And I've been feeling pretty blue, so I thought, you know what? Stick some yellow nails on, cheer myself up. Okay? Is that? No, it could do with a bit more. The end of my brush just come off, hang on. There we go. It's just a little patchy. I just want to make sure it's not patchy. And if you remember to try and keep in the line, you know, keep nice and neat. There's next to no filing at the end. Makes life so much easier. I think that'll do. We can... Alright, so I could do with something to lean on. What should I lean on? Should I lean on the glitter? Is that better? Yeah. hold my shaking hand. Okay, so to do my ombre, I start off here and work my way across and drag. Blend it in. Like, it doesn't look like it's done much at the moment, but when you put your next bead on, but it gives you the bit that you need to create your blend. Do the next bit. Let it settle. It's actually quite a nice product to work with, you know. Just my second time using this product, and I have to say I'm quite impressed. And then we just bring it forward like that. I just wet my brush again, and I'm just going over to make sure it's okay. I've just got to bring it up close so I can have a look, because it's like I'm working blind. I need a little bit more. Here. And I need a little bit there. It's the trouble when you're doing lives, you can't actually see what you're doing. Okay. I'm faffing. I am a bit of a faffer. So when I do ombres with covers, I tend not to have to worry about encapsulating the cover bit. I just encapsulate the blend and the colour, but the cover pink or whatever it is I'm using, I tend not to bother, because you don't really need to. Okay. Okay, get my clear.
Tori, not. She feels like screaming.
Oh, bless her. Did you get a fridge? A fridge packed up. How annoying.
Yeah.
I get the right knock when stuff like that happens. Always comes at the most inopportune moment. Okay, so you can see I'm literally just encapsulating just past the blend and over the colour, because I don't need to do cover pink. I just got to turn my finger around so I can see what I'm doing. Pretty nice acrylic, you know. It sort of stays where you put it, which is good. Some of them can run a little and it's a bit annoying. Okay, so can you see?
Sorry, I can't see because of the reflection.
Look on that one. Yeah, so that's done. Okay, so we'll go to the next yellow, which has also got bits in it. I must have dropped something, Daisy. Bits. I hate bits. I have to say, these are really quite pigmented acrylics. I use them for making my flowers. Amazing. Okay, so I'm going to do my pinky now. I'm going to do exactly the same on my pinky, but with a lighter yellow. Am I in shot?
No.
Okay, so I'm just walking that down my nail. Oh, yellow. I'm like I'm skipping inside because I've got yellow. So walking and patting the whole time, and it keeps your nail pretty much nice and ready for filing. I'm just going to put a bit more here. Just going to feather it down. Okay. Go back to my cover pink, bring it back. And we'll do sometimes I do it in just one go on the pinky because it's little. I've got really little diddy nails. Are we in shop? I'm becoming a contortionist. Just about. How is everyone? Everyone seems a bit quiet. See, it pretty much stays where you put it, which is brilliant. Makes it so easy to work with. That's got slightly more yellow. Does it matter? No, I think I'll leave it like that. I like it like that. Okay, just going to put my clear on. Sorry, I forget to talk. Concentrating. Next thing I know, I'll have my tongue hanging out. Okay, I'm just going to put just a tad more on that end bit. So I bleed it out a little bit. Did I pick it up? Oh, I dropped it. There we go. Can't wait for Saturday. I'm getting my new glasses. And I try not to be a bit of a dappy one, but I do come across as a bit dappy at times. Okay, so then I just brush it, make sure it's all nice and flat. Okay, so that's that one so far. We'll do the thumb one. Again, I'm doing exactly the same, bit boring, I'm sorry. I love a stiletto. What sort of shapes does everybody else like wearing? That's until I get it caught actually and sort of near enough break my blooming knuckle. Got a lump on my other knuckle where I caught my finger. You can see I've got this at the right consistency, right, you know, ratios. So it's doing exactly what I want it to do. Not quite enough there, so I'll have to put a bit more on, but that's okay.
Maybe said you reminded her to find the opticians herself.
God, I'm blind as a bat. The trouble is, I have to have varifocals. So the closer I get to where I'm trying to look, the more it disappears. So my varifocals are not quite right because obviously my eyesight's got worse. So I'm now struggling again. So I keep trying to get closer, but I can't. The closer I get, the less I can see. And I know this, but I keep doing it.
Tori said hers is ballerina.
All right, yeah. I think I've worn every shape under the sun. I tell you, my second best favourite shape would be a Russian almond. I might do that next time and show you all how I do a Russian almond. And see, so
Amy said hers used to be stilettos, but because of Jay, when she tried changing his bum, she kept poking him. So she had to change to coffin.
It is a learning curve to live with stilettos. I'm not going to lie. You've just got to remember to use the sides of your fingers rather than the ends of your fingers, because you can't, because there's a nice whopping great nails on the end. See, it blends beautiful. I can see me making an order. Am I in shot? See, look, no running, no nothing. Amazing. Now my brush has gone a bit dry, so I'm just going to re-dip it. I'm a bit cack-handed when I do mine. I'm so much better when I work on somebody else. I promise to mute my phone next time. I've got just a little gap here that I want to fill. It's better. Okay. That was quite nice, didn't it? Lovely. Can I put the lid on that? There. Just going to put my clear on. Do many of you do like work with coloured acrylic design sets, or do you all use gel polish on top of acrylic? What's the thing you all do? Again, I'm not going all the way back to the cuticle because I don't need to, because it's a builder acrylic, so there's no need. Just need to put a bit more on. Am I not in shot? The more I try and hold my thumb in place, the more I shake. Bad day today. Never mind. Can't be good every day, can we? Right, I've got a slight dip there, I've noticed. I'm just going to put a bit in there. Okay, so that's that one done. Okay, let's take the clear out. Can we put the lid on the yellow? Right, so my middle one that I prepped in front of you, I'm just going to file it. I'm using a 150 file. You can use whatever you feel you prefer. And I'm just going to shape it ready for me to work on. Okay, remember to try and support your nails if you're doing long nails.
Amy said her favourite one was the blue stiletto she did for her.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was my common ones.
That was a long time ago too. So I'm just going over, making sure it's all nice and flat and even. Am I in shot?
Yeah, it's just because you're going over with your thing now. So.
Right, so I'm just smoothing it all out. And so I've got a nice surface to work on top of. I'm going to do something different with this. So I have got a bit of orange left here. I'll just see if I can get rid of some of it. And then what I can't get rid of from the top, I will get rid of from the underneath at the end. I don't think I'm going to be able to file that any more than that. See, ditherer. Terrible. Okay, so make sure you brush all the debris off. Like that. And now, this is the fun bit where you get to see me not succeed very well. Right, I'm going to be using my stickers. So I'm going to encapsulate my stickers. So I do that, especially for myself, because if I can feel lumpy bits on top of my nail, pick it. It's just as simple as that. I pick. So I encapsulate them. That's not going to stick, is it? I think what I might do, take that off for a minute. I think I did it on the other one actually. I've got an SBD foil glue, so it creates a sticky adhesive layer. So I'm just going to put a thin layer of that on my nail. Cure it for 30 seconds and then do the sticker. Stickers are a real good way of creating, or decals, whichever ones you prefer to use. Real good way of making wow nails, but easily.
Yeah, Amy said she was 17 when she had those done.
20 now. That's 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yours were 4 years ago.
No. And she loves the sunflowers.
It's yellow, you see. And I love flowers. Used to be a florist. So it calls to me yellow flowers. So, okay, let's take that out, pick that back up. And put that on. See, and it sticks better.
Not really.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Right, choose another one. Got one with a leaf here. And it doesn't matter if they overlap, you know? Make it a bit abstract and it just makes it more interesting, I think. Don't know about anybody else. My home's a bit abstract. I've got different bits of stuff everywhere. And it's because I like so many different things. So, yeah. I'm a bit of a weird one, me. Don't be frightened to try something new, something different. You'll be amazed at what you can achieve. Oh, I don't want that there. See, I've gone off the edge there. That's fine. I'll cut that a little bit off in a minute. And I'm looking for one more. Let's go for another one of those. Terrible. There we go. Nope. Dropped it again. Right. I will get it. Got it. See? So there's my nail. So what I do is with a little thin pair of scissors, I just go along the edge and cut anything that's hanging over. Okay, just give it all pressed down, give it a brush, and then I can encapsulate with my clear. It's as simple as that. Really simple, very effective. You see? I'm using a smaller brush today because working on myself, I didn't want to make too much of a mess. I tend to use a bigger brush normally on other people.
Amy was laughing that you couldn't get it on.
It's frustrating as hell when that happens.
She just said it looked frustrating.
And it don't out because I've got the blooming shakes. Me and the shakes.
I don't shake anymore.
Do you know, I haven't been shaking for ages. But the last couple of days, I've had the real old shakes on. So I'm just patting it all in place. Normally if I use a bigger brush I'd do it in one bead, but because I didn't want to make a right old hash of it, because I've got the shakes, I've opted for a smaller brush. So I've got to do it in several beads. Oh, I'm ringing now. Decline it. That's it. God, I need to put my phone on silent in future. God. I remember when you're encapsulating, you're creating your structure as well. So I'm just checking to make sure I've got enough on. I think I could do with a bit there. The hair. Put a bit on there. I can see a bit of a dent. Okay. And that's how I do my stickers. Keeps them all in place where I want them, and so I can't peel the buggers. I'm one of those stupid people that blooming picks everything. Alright, I'm just going to move everything out of my way so I don't knock anything. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm clumsy as hell. Oh look, I've just spotted I've got a cup of coffee. Move my minima. Put all your, before you file, make sure that you move all your liquids out of the way, all your lids are on, because you don't want dust particles. Okay. Right, so I use my sanding bit, my 181. On a relatively lowish speed. I've got it on about a 7, and I'm just going to do around my cuticle. And just go over the nail. So really, when it comes to the hand filing bit, there's not a lot left to do. I didn't encapsulate my glitter. Let me just do it. I didn't encapsulate it. I forgot. See what I mean? Dappy. Absolutely dappy. Dog's decided to have a wash. Yeah, the last time I did a live, one just snored all the way through it. Start locking the dogs out. Okay, so you can see I'm keeping it nice and flat. Because it helps with the, as I keep saying, the filing. The neater you work, the less filing, the better off you'll create sets quicker. I'm on the go slow because I'm doing it myself, and I'm showing you. But it is a better way to work. Just hit my brush. See, and you can see the structures coming in already. Some people work from the cuticle down. I work the other way because I can create my structure easier this way. It's just the way I was taught, and I find it easier. But you know, if you do it slightly differently, that's fine. Just pushing it in around the cuticle and just pulling it forward. Just do that way, make sure I've got none on my skin. That was a bit bulky, so I just flattened that. Okay, I think I need a bit more there. Hang on. Okay, so that's done. Fancy forgetting. Dappy, absolutely dappy. So what I'll do is I'll start filing from the thumb, so I don't get the debris on my wet acrylic. Okay, rain shot. I find if you can use whatever bit that you find better, but using the E-file there, just on a slow setting, very precise, you get lovely flush cuticle application. See, the need to keep bringing it up to my chest is immense. I can't believe how quiet everyone is. Okay, let's do the pointer. Keep turning the nails just to make sure that you're even all the way over, round. Okay, next one. Be my Mother's Day now, shouldn't they?
They look like Mother's Day now.
Yeah, they do a bit. They're fed up with all the dark and the doom and gloom, you know? Needed something a little cheerful. Okay, that's pretty much that one. I think that's filled. Yeah. Just go over this one. You can see I pull the skin to the side. Okay. You could do it faster, but I might do it a bit faster if I was working on somebody else because I've got full control, but when you're working on yourself it's harder. So always got to be a bit more cautious. Because I get the right ump if I can make a mistake and I've got to redo it. And that's when I end up walking around with half finished nails. I'm just checking to make sure I've got none touching skin. I haven't, but I just, for a moment there I thought I did. Okay, so the next bit I do, I get a bit, hang on, I can't find it, bear with me. I can use that bit, it's not the bit I'm looking for. Oh, there it is.
Amy says she finds it fascinating when you do your nails.
Yeah. It's how I learned, practicing on myself. I think I'll go for this bit. Yeah, I learned on myself. So, but it's not easy. I'm not going to lie to you. Right, so I've got this bit here. So basically, I'm going to turn my hand over and clean out underneath. And I'm so sorry if I go out of shot at any point. So you can get rid of natural nail if you don't want the natural nail there. If you've had to build it up a little bit, you could rebalance a bit. Or as in my case, I've got a bit of old set still there and I want it gone. I love doing this bit because it just makes it look so clean. But obviously not all customers like you to file away their natural nail. So it depends on your customer really. Personally, natural nails look a bit, look, they look a bit mank. I'm sorry if I'm cack-handed, but I watched a really weird film last night. I don't know if anyone's seen it. It was
Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse with what's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson in it, and another famous actor. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. It got to the end and I hadn't got a clue what had happened.
Yeah, one of those films. It's a bit effed up, isn't it? That's the best way to put it.
I was saying to my hubby, oh my God, I don't understand what's happened. What's happened? It was really weird.
I think the lighthouse is like haunted or something.
Oh, I see. Do you think? I could make head nor tail of it.
There's something at the top of the lighthouse that controls you or something.
It
like makes you kind of like possessed or something. Weird.
Was weird. I think I've taken a bit too much off. Just because I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm going to have to put a bit in there, I think. Oh, that's backhand, isn't it? Trying to. That one's not too bad. Okay, so one of these I've just made a little tad too thin. So I'm just going to put a bit on it. Yeah, look, I've taken some of the sticker away. Let me put the sticker on for, oh, it'd be the wrong way, wouldn't it? Oh no, I know what I do. See? It's because I couldn't see what I was doing. So I've just put a bit of this foil gel underneath. Give it 30 seconds. All that faff trying to get the blooming stickers on, and then I file it off.
I watched a new programme last night. I think it's based on a true story, and it's to do with obviously crime because I'm obsessed about it. And it's like really weird. He like cuts off their tattoos.
Oh, that's a bit grim, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so which one am I? All that faffing. So I've literally just stuck one back on because I filed the bugger off. And I'm just going to put just a tiny bit of clear acrylic there because I got a little bit happy with the drill. It's because I struggle to see. New glasses. Just keep thinking now, new glasses. So if you ever do this and you, as you can see, file a bit too much off, why does everything go wrong when you do lives? But, you know, you can just add a bit more back on. Okay, that's it. Dog started snoring again.
Scooby back at it.
Okay, so then with my hand file, I tend to use 100 to begin with, the new one. And I'm using SBD ones, quite like these ones. You don't want really bendy ones, especially when you're doing long lengths. So along the edges, side walls. Keep checking to make sure you're not filing too much one way, which is easy done. And then I go underneath. and then I move my file continuously like this over, and that way I find you don't file one side too much. It's even. Nobody likes lopsided nails. I could just go over there a bit more. See? And that's that done. See, all that working carefully in prep work pays off when it comes to the end. So you're not having to file your product away or anything because you've worked all nice and carefully. I'm just going over with either 150 or 180 grit because 100s leave scratch marks, and you don't really, when you put the top coat on, you don't really want a scratch mark. So there's a little bit around that cuticle that I'm not very happy with. I'm just going to do another drill bit. Again, fussy. So, I'll post it later, but I put all my lives on my YouTube channel. So you can go back and watch them anytime. So that bit was not quite right, so I had to. And I'm just going to smooth it. Okay. So it's flat underneath, so you get your nice straight.
Amy said I didn't know you had a YouTube channel.
Did you not? I've got about 60 videos on there.
Did I not mention it? I'm quite bad at that. Forget things.
It's a way of storing all my live videos. I use it as storage more than anything else. Come back to that one because it's still not quite. I've had a YouTube video for about 4 years. As I say, it's more of a storage space just to keep my videos, really.
Amy said, oh, I know what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to binge watch all your videos.
And making sure it's all straight. Keeping my file nice and straight. You see, and there's hardly any filing to be done, which is what you want, really, especially when you're working with glitter, encapsulated stuff and glitters and coloured acrylics and stuff, because you just don't want to file away, which is what I used to do when I first learnt, is to file away the bloody product. So then you get a nice sexy looking stiletto. Oh, I do love stilettos. Next one. And when you're filing stilettos, so if you need to shorten them, overfile one way, then overfile the other way, and it shortens it and it keeps the shape. I haven't shortened these at all, so and obviously when you do stilettos, remind customers, you know, they're pretty sharp to begin with. Stabbed myself yesterday. And I had one of those moments, oh yeah, I got stilettos on. Looks right, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So it's just my middle one that I'm going to go back to. Okay.
Not quite in short.
No, sorry. Just brush them all off. Got a little bit there. Okay, and then give them all a good brush. Then I'll see if there's any cuticle left that needs nipping off. Got a bit there. Okay, my cuticles are never in the best of state because I don't look after them. Okay, and then it's top coat time. The magic bit. Okay.
Sorry, excuse me.
Okay. I'm using a tempering top coat from SBD because I'm not very gentle with my nails. Okay, so I'm just going to cure that. I'll just give it a quick few seconds cure and then I can show you. Okay, so there's my nails. Hope you like them. Thank you for joining me. and I'll hopefully catch up with you all soon. Thank you.